on your pillow, bud? There you go, buddy. This is mine. This is my pillow. What is oh wait? Kissy man. You're so pretty cute, girl. I took the AC out and it's almost like stuffy enough here to put it back in, but it'd just be like, I don't know, they're fine, huh? It's that transition, that season transition, and this is the Luna. She said, tell that stinky boy to get away from me. He's too close. Go away, stinky boy. That's what she's saying. Go on, Artie Pants. Go ahead, Artie Pants. Go lay down. Come on. They're all getting old and pissy and they're still alright though, huh? For today. Just pissiness. Give them the girl, my love. Alright, should we yammer on, Ma? Should I yammer on? Yammering on. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. See, we live in a different place than we were this time last year. Good girl. You're gonna fall off the chair. Stop! He's not doing nothing to you. Go lay down, Artie. They all get by annoyed. They're just like people. They get like siblings. They get away from me. Don't touch me. You got cooties. Cooties. Anyway, so things hurt different. That's all. They hurt different. I'm a year older and our bodies are forever changing and either you take care of it or it wears out. I think mine's just wearing out in spite of whatever I try to do to take care of it, you know? It's like when you're young, you just, every day is, well, it wasn't for me. But I would watch other people live their lives and they would just be like, every day just was like so good for them. Like their lives were so good. Like they couldn't wait to wake up the next morning because, you know, it was just so good, you know? Yeah, and I would just watch this, and our lives were just a constant struggle. Life is such a trip, man. I had to deal with 3D Earth today. 3D Earth. I got an email last week saying to expect a call from this company, this third-party company, to schedule an appointment for my body to get looked at because I'm only at 50% disabled. So I get to go and let them look at my body for 75 minutes and determine if I'm worth more compensation for the damage that's been done to my body in the bullshit name of fucking freedom. It's all to feed the system. So today, and I know I got that email last week, so I usually, my ringer is always off. I have had my ringer off for years, right? Unless I was on call or for like I used to be on the hotline. So when people would wake up, you know, in the middle of the night, they'd be like, I can't live like this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, they could call out and then people like me would answer in the middle of the night and then we would work to get them on a different trajectory in life. And then when I was in IT for a lot of years, I was on call. I was in the military or on call 24/7, so I've been on call a lot. So at some point I just decided I don't care if I get like, you know, somebody dies in the middle of the night, I'm going to need to get that good night's sleep to handle whatever situation is coming so I'll get it in the morning, you know. And if I miss something, I miss something. That's just how it's supposed to be. But so knowing I was supposed to get this phone call, I've had my ringer on. I get up in the morning and I listen to Robert Phoenix and I turn my ringer on and wait for, this call. And then so I go and lay down to meditate this afternoon. And go on, Benny. Go. And whatever I was listening to cut out, and then I came out of my meditate state to see that I had a missed call, and it just said from such and such Wisconsin, someplace in Wisconsin, is what it said. La Crosse, Wisconsin. And so then I had a voicemail, and it was from the place that I was expecting a call from, but my phone didn't ring. So even though I have my ringer on full blast, whatever. Benny, I'm not taking you out right now. You just go lay right back down to your ground, not next to your grandma Retta. So I call back. Go on. Go. Go. Get up here. Good boy. Get this nice guy named Scott. Get a nice guy to help set up the appointment, right? So this is how. So this is what makes me crazy. They're gonna if I'm curious as to what they would what labels they would put on me, because I am just so fed up with bullshit. And then they think that I'm supposed to be like there's polite niceties and grace, like there's a way that I'm not supposed to talk to people, and that's the way I choose to talk to people, right? But I'm like, I have an entirely different way of thinking. I am nacho neurotypical, so don't give me the dumbest C minus student in the class. Let me talk to the principal, or this ain't gonna go well. Because I don't have a filter. And I used to have a filter, and then fucking the military... Luna, stop! Now that's just ridiculous. You're also pissed about living? Seriously? Just go lay down. Yeah. Go. I don't want to listen to that. Every time a dog walks by, you're gonna freaking bitch at him? Benny just took her chair. So the guy calls and sets up the appointment today. And I was like, I can't be going freaking all the way to freaking, all the way to Albuquerque and shit. I can't leave mom. They don't fucking care. See, the way I look at it is every veteran on the planet should be able to go to any doctor and get whatever they need, and then just fucking send the fucking... It's all internet. It's all digital. I mean, you could look at my fucking finances in an instant, I mean, it's all... The government keeps track, especially of people like me. And they always have. I don't know. I think psychologists... I'm a case study because they want to see what happens to people that get raped by that get raped when they're babies. Let's see the psychological effects of that. Can people persevere? Yes. Do they? No. So, old boy freaking sets up the appointment. And he looks it up and it says, well, from the ad, it says you're 100 miles, because what they do is they reimburse you 41 cents per mile that you travel for gas. That's cool. Right? Doesn't really do me much good in the Suburban. I mean, every little bit helps, whatever, right? That regular people don't get that. When they go to the doctor, they don't get money reimbursed for gas. So just because I was Operation Iraqi bullshit. Fucking ruined my body, though. Fucking fucking, man. That's the thing, man. All the stuff you do when you're young, all the gymnastics when people are pushing, you know, maxing out and at the weight and they're doing all that stuff, man. You're 40, 50, 60. Everything catches up. My buddy Augustine just said that. He's like, I feel all of my old wounds. I'm like, I say that shit all the time, and I'm not even 50. I'll be 50 next year. So he's like, well, it's 100 miles away. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I can do that. And he's like, all right, well, let me put you on hold. Let me set it up. So he puts me on hold. I'm like, I could do that. It's only 100 miles. I could jam down, jam back, you know, because it's a 75-minute appointment is what they say. They say shit and then it never happens that way. Because I'm like, the way I look at it, if you know I'm coming, don't fucking make me wait. And so that's my attitude, you know? I mean, all you fucking people are getting a paycheck today because I'm my ass is here. So then he puts me on hold and I look it up and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. From my house to the place where the appointment is, it's 145 miles. That's 300 miles. So my fucking body, I even said to the guy, I said, I'm going there because my body is like deteriorating. Because I hurt all the time. How much fucking fun is it going to be for me? My body going to be jumbled around in a car for, for 2 hours, 3 hours. And then I got to worry about someone to hang out with mom and let the dogs out. And I'm just like, oh God, I can't do that. He said, well, we already got you in. He said, well, let me see if I can help you out. So he looked around a little bit more, put me on hold, came back and found a place up in Colorado. Like 20 miles, like it's only 125 miles, 120 miles, something like that. So it's like, it's 20 miles shorter still. I'd rather go to Podunk, freaking small town, what is it? Del Norte, Colorado. I'm like, are you sure you want to check the address on that? Because I'm looking at it on Google Maps and it is like nothing. Like, but that's the thing is they have a provider there. I'm like, you can't have a provider in fucking Taos with the town I live? Nope. I said, this is the shit that makes me crazy, man. This is the shit that fucking drives me crazy. So I get to spend 2 hours in my car each way for an appointment that's an hour and 15 minutes long. It's fucking bullshit. So I can prove that my body's falling apart. And it sucks because when people look at me, they're like, oh God, she's fit. You know, and I'm just like, I'm at a pain level of 7 every day. At least a 7. I'm trying to keep my pain in check without taking drugs. By just stretching and moving. When the days that my feet can allow it, I dance. But as I get older and the cold sets in, I'm having bad days. When you're young, people have good days. Good days, you feel good. Good days, this is a good day. This is a good day. You get to a point in your life, this is not a good day. For me, I've had a lot of bad days physically. My whole life. But I never got to complain about it. I never got to say stuff about it because people don't want to hear about it. But they don't understand how much it sucks to go through life fucking suffering every fucking day. For some reason or another. All natural, except for cannabis. I do have my cannabis cookies, but I don't like to be stoned all the time. I'm just grateful, but right now they're starting to bring more CBD flower into New Mexico because I will go straight CBD and I won't even use this. I won't ever. I will sometimes because I like them. They're good for like an hour before I go to sleep. You know. Watching a funny show or whatever, listening to a YouTube, whatever, just kind of let your body relax and drift off into one of the, a good night's sleep for a few hours. I can't take pharmaceuticals, man. They mess with my. I'm an energetic sensitive, man. The places they take me, no, and they just want to sell pills. They don't care about what the pills do to people. And I'm an advocate for health, you know. So I get to go going on a road trip. And it was funny because when the first time he made the appointment, it was for the 29th of September, and I went over the calendar and I wrote it down, and I was like, oh shit, that's a full moon. That's this next big full moon. And I was like, I was like, I even told the dude, I said, yeah, I said, that makes me nervous. It's a full moon. I said, I'm big into astrology. And Albuquerque, big cities are so fucked right now anyway because people are just squirrely. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter your economic background. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter who you're attracted to. None of that shit matters. What matters is like people are in a boiling pot right now. And people are getting spun on emotionally, and they don't have emotional control. So all hell is breaking loose. All hell is breaking loose. People are fighting everywhere for not good enough reasons. I mean, people are straight up fucking getting hostile. They're using their vehicles as weapons. They're weaponized their vehicles. It's like bumper cars out there in big cities. So I was pretty grateful, you know, my whole life, God, because I do the right thing. I try real hard to do the right thing. Sometimes my mouth gets me in trouble. I mostly try to do the right. I do the right thing by keeping my hands to myself. You know, not being a peaceful being, stuff like that. And as a result, me and Mom have been divinely protected. And there's example, and I got over, 2,200 videos now talking about testimonies about how just following my heart and my gut and doing the right thing that's good, best for all of us. Things have been pretty okay, and it's been hard to yield sometimes. So when the opportunity came up to go up north instead on the 3rd of October, I said, you know what, I'll take that day. Because I've had that day's been significant in other areas, so I said that's a better day for me to go up there. So I got a few people I'm gonna ask to come hang out with Mom and just hang out and watch TV and chill. I'll order takeout or do whatever they want, and I'll take off about 10 o'clock and I'll freaking jam up to no place. I'd never been to Colorado before. And then it was such a small town. I said, I said I'm gonna look it up because I'm a freak girl. I go by frequency, and frequency, a lot of it's held in latitude and longitude, earth ley lines, whatever people are in. They're into. It's all part of it. Okay, I got my own twist on it, so I look it up. And I took a screenshot of it because I told Mom the story. I said, Mom, I gotta go to this little podunk town called Del Norte. And so I look it up, and the latitude is 37.67. And I said it has a familiar feeling to it. I said it reminds me. It feels like Sonora, right? Now Sonora is a place we that was a part of our timeline when I was probably 2 years old, because we went from San Bernardino to Sonora to Morro Bay, right? Is that how it went? Yeah. Yeah, we moved around. We've always moved around. I've been looking for roots my whole life. And then we end up right where Mom was born. Life is a trip. So, the Sonora coordinates, north, 37.98. While Del Norte is 37.6789. So I'm like, and I looked it up after. I was like, I'm gonna look up Sonora because it kind of feels like Sonora. So same latitude. So I'm supposed to be there for some reason, and I tell you what, I much rather go there than go down to Albuquerque. I mean, it's fucking shit crazy down in Albuquerque. The fucking dumbass governor of this state, man. She's so. Why is it like women can get in a position where they can do cool shit, and they're just as. It ain't intelligence has nothing to do with gender. That's all I gotta say. And you know what? I ain't no team fucking yay lady, cause she's a fucking idiot, man. That woman, oh, fuck you, Constitution. I'm so important. My ego is so great. My wardrobe is so vast and grand that I'm just gonna shit on the She said, nope, you can't, no guns, is what she said. And people all over this place are just like, shut up, you stupid bitch. Like, sheriffs are like, nah, don't worry, folks. That's unconstitutional. I mean, as soon as she said it, like, lawsuits everywhere. It's just like, but that's what the egomaniacal do. Ego, easing God out. God, good, orderly direction. Don't be a tyrannical, maniacal fucking control freak, you know? People are already running themselves into the ground. I mean, you know what they need to have? They need to have fucking, like, stunt driving fucking places for young people to go. They're gonna go out there and drive like an asshole. Give people places to go. Racetrack. Off the fucking main roads, man. I am so tired. Everywhere people are getting hit by a car. They're getting run over because people are fucking racing in the streets. They're racing. Give them a place. They want to kill themselves. Let them. Let them. Let that be an industry. Just let people take their own cars. Let them. Give them garages where they can freaking maintain their shit. They can sue. At least they're not on the street. Fucking dude. Just let's perpetuate Babylon so we can get on with it, so fucking society can just fucking crash and we can get to the rebuild. Because I'm fucking sick of watching it go down. Let's just do this. Let's let them drop. Go ahead, drop all the bombs that they're freaking. Everybody's like, they're all flexing. All these old men haven't seen their wiener in 40 years without looking in a mirror, but they're real big men. Don't you know who they are? We're going to take these bombs and we're going to drop these bombs here and we're going to drop these bombs there because don't you know who we are? And then we're going to rebuild these big stupid buildings everywhere. And then Mother Earth is like, fuck you. You're fucking retarded. Whether we get a solar blast, whether whether all of these cycles are coming up right now. All of it is to perpetuate to people to believe something outside of themselves and to do the right thing, not an opportunistic, materialistic thing. It's not about making money. It's about, hey, are you and your fucking community, people in your community, going to survive? Yeah. Fires, tornadoes, hurricanes. Man-made, natural. It don't matter. Do people have the skills to fucking see it the next day? We're there, folks. The train wreck is happening. Don't just look at the news in your city. Look at the news all across the land. Watch the weather all across the land. The flooding. I've seen so much flooding. Notification, flooding. And then it's a trip on my reels. These places that are flooding, the people that are there, they're putting up shorts and videos of the flooding where I'm getting the notifications from. The earth is changing. People have fucking played way too. They're still. The fact that, like, it's football season, that people are still in that program. and that people are going to be in that, are you getting ready for the holidays? That program that people still live like that fucking is even significant in any kind of way. Like I've been looking in religion my whole life because I've been looking for peace because I just have known chaos. I've been touched by the hands of demons and devils and twisted and dark. Now I just fight back. I ain't going down without a fight now. And the whole world is like exposing that bro culture. All of it. Dude, my whole life I watch people defend scumbags. And I'll do a whole video just dedicated to stories about people, dudes that I recognize that were fucking predators. Yet the community and his peers thought were really, really great guys. And they're fucking more Danny Mastersons. And then you have the fucktards. Dude, he's a rapist. I will not sympathize with a fucking rapist. Kutchers. But what do you know? You started playing kissy kissy with your wife when she was 14. Of course, if you can't, because you like them. Like attracts like, oh, it's okay. And then where are the stories about his siblings that profess lying to the judge to get his brother out of trouble? That, they should both go to jail. The wrong people get away with fucking shitty stuff, and it's been happening for way too long. The truth always comes out. Ain't that right, Ma? That is right. Mom taught me that a long time ago, and I've tested it, and it's been proven time and time again. The truth always comes out. And that's the thing, is these egomaniacal, they start out, they do it a little bit. They do something pervy. And they're like, oh, I didn't get caught. I used to do the same thing with food, because I used to sneak food, go to grandma's house because we weren't allowed to eat sugar and stuff, so I'd sneak food. It's the same behavior. It's the same mentality. It's the same thinking. I'm doing something that I think nobody else is going to notice, yet everybody else involved notices. Happens all the time. I pick up on all the little cues. So, the perverts, it's just all a club. It's all, you know, it's not just men, it's women too. It's a control thing. I had a roommate, Michael, one time tell me a story about he explained to me gay while away. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, no, he was in the army. He was in Desert Storm. That was how I knew it was all bullshit. And then I verified it with my own part of being in Operation Iraqi bullshit, that it was all bullshit. And then I got stories from all the way back from Vietnam. But Michael told me a story. He's like, he said that it's a total thing. Like, you get, oh, I gotta go deploy again, gotta do TDY again, gotta go off and defend. Dude, these guys, they're off in fucking hotels, in luxury locations, and a lot of them are fucking boning down with dudes, and they're married and have kids, but they live these alternate lifestyles. This is where I stayed for Operation Iraqi bullshit. Look it up on Facebook. They blocked me, I don't know why. The Panorama Hotel. Because maybe they didn't want to be part of fucking housing all the Americans that were there fucking blowing up people, you know. It's all bullshit. It's all to sell bombs. It's all to sell Humvees. It's all crap. It's all paid vacation and pay themselves hazardous duty pay. And we're the hazards because, you know, I mean, I just all the Iraqis that will wake up, and people in Syria that wake up in Syria and Libya, all those countries for years and years, especially when Obama was fucking president, just because he got, oh, we don't have to send people, we can just get our little remote controlled drones and fucking blow them up all day long. He's one of the most evil, freaking twisted, sadistic, but he's an eloquent speaker, but everybody turns a blind eye to all the freaking innocent people died with shit that said fucking USA on it. Now the karma's coming. It's coming back around. A lot of cities are third world countries. Drugs everywhere. People can't live with themselves all over this place. All over this country. I'm not even 50 years old. When I was a kid, it was a pretty, I mean, it was, I don't know. What am I talking about? I was raped when I was 10 months old. I was almost, yeah, I had all kinds of shitty stuff happen. I'm not the right person to ask about what a fucking great country this is. I love the land. The people, they let themselves go to the dark side. Living from ego. Just living in from frickin' just chasing sensations. I mean, all this stuff is not what God intended. God doesn't want people to go around being slutty. All OnlyFans ever. You know? I mean, you're not supposed to fucking meet people and then on Tinder and then go fuck them. That's not what God intended. All this shit. But people are like, no, I can do what I want. You're freaking... Oh my God. Everybody's going around doing what they want. Everybody's gaining... Well, no, that's not true. There is a percentage of the population of people, because this is the vision. It's either going to go... People are going to find their fitness and they're going to go towards heart, or they're going to go towards ego. It's just spirit or ego. Spirit or ego. Is me yelling at this guy from my ego or from my spirit? It's from my ego. Some days I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. Pulled right out in front of me. I'm in a Suburban. It's not so easy to stop. People don't think. They're only thinking about themselves. It's not like operational awareness and it's just blah, blah, blah. I take back roads a lot and stuff. A lot of center. I went to the grocery store today. I had to get a couple things. And I was like, this woman was in front of me. And there was a pillar here and a display here. I had a little cart and I couldn't go on it. And she slows down. And I said, please do not stop right there. And she just like snapped into consciousness. Oh, excuse me. Let me get out of the way. Let me let you get out of the way. I went over to the lady that works in the produce department. I said they need special hours for people that don't have an internal clock that is next to stopped. It's already The Walking Dead, and people aren't even dead. They're alive. They're just people are just like zoned out everywhere. It's a trip. It's a lot of incapable people on this planet. I know freaking something's gonna happen. A lot of people are gonna die. Like millions, like billions, like fucking. It's gonna be gnarly. We'll be alright for a while, Ma, huh? Yeah? We're in that little strip of the OK zone, according to Ben Davison. Wonder if he got bigger t-shirts yet. We're in that little strip in New Mexico. Goes from New Mexico up to Colorado. Down, I think maybe to Mexico a little bit. We'll be alright for a while. We're in survival of the fittest. Yeah, so people can, and all these people with their bunkers and shit like that, dude, I would not go into the inner earth. That's how the earth grows. The earth grows from the inside. So when it starts, like you see all the geography where the rocks are like pushing up, you know, and like in the canyons, so all that shit happens like fast. That don't happen, you know, erosion. I never bought that. Like the years, millions of years. I'm like, nope. That stuff sinks. Frickin' nope. I lived too many incarnations to fall for that shit. I've been around the freaking solar system too many times to freaking fall for that shit. So, it's gonna be gnarly, man. I just, you know, even if we like go out together, you know, something happens and we go out together. I mean, we had a hell of a run. least I got my story. I mean, it's on some server someplace. My stories. My stories of my life. I went to today. I did when I went to town. I had to when I went to the. I said, "Well, I'm in town. I'm gonna go walk around the square a little bit. I like to walk around. I do this like walking dance thing, and it helps keep me agile because those 8 anthrax vaccines they shot in me, man. Hey, we're down to like, I guess the case study, the group that got that test because I was a case study. Like, let's give it to her. It had formaldehyde in it. That's what really fucks you up too is all the formaldehyde because you got 2 at a time, 1 in each arm, and so I gotta stay moving, or if I stay still, one day I don't want to end up with one of these people, these guys that like ALS and Parkinson's. I'm gonna fight it. If I'm gonna put it off as long as I can. So so I went and walked around the town square today, and there was a lady there. She had the candy shop open, and I've lived here a couple years, 3 years, November 12th, 10th, 3 years, Ma. God damn, time flies, man. I hope people are doing good shit with their time on this planet. So, she had the candy shop open, and on my reels on shorts and stuff like that, there's a couple that I follow that are candy shops because I like how they like watching them fold candy. I would love to do that, and they make fudge there. I wonder if she told me if because that would be fun to make it on Big Chop. I've made fudge before, and so I stopped in and introduced myself. Teresa was her name, and it's a franchise, and it's right there in the market, the plaza there, and but now it's slowed down, so they're not going to make it as much. But she's just teaching her kids how to make it. I said people got to know how to do something. You know what I mean? And not relying on just freaking computers or video games or anything. You got to plug in. You know, you gotta have learn how to do a trade or something of some kind. Otherwise, what good are you for? I mean, we're in the end of the world. What good are you for? Hey, Kev, man. People love Colorado. I've been to the airport. I don't know. You still wanting to move there, Kev? But I'm still wanting to move there, but we'll see what God has in store for. You're in Massachusetts, right? I talked to my buddy there yesterday too. Well, if you think you're supposed to go there, man, people are getting to where they're supposed to be right now. Yeah. I New Mexico was never on my radar, that's for sure. This place is crazy, man. The disregard for life. Just the disregard for life. Yet they have so many clubs and groups and concerts and they're closing the park all the time. You know, like they're celebrating shit. But what do you have to celebrate when the reality of it is there's so much disregard for life? Maybe it's changing. I'm just gonna hold out that it's changing. There's a big turnover right now. There is. A lot of things happening. A lot of shift going on, huh, Ma? Yeah? The story continues? What did I do yesterday? What did I do yesterday? I feel like there was a story I was going to tell about yesterday. And now, did I even go anywhere yesterday? I did go into town yesterday. Oh, that's what I did yesterday. Yeah. I freaking sold one of my t-shirts. That was cool. And she was going to wear it at her work. and she works at the Family Dollar or the Dollar. I get them all mixed up, and she was gonna wear it, so that was kind of cool. I was happy to hear that because she was one of the people that it's like, okay, she's choosing health. A lot of people are choosing health right now. It's the astrology. I'm not real happy about how. See, that's the thing. Okay, I hear astrologers talk I heard Robert this morning. He was talking about how de-adulting, like the energy. Go ahead and de-adult. I'm like, that's what's gotten the whole planet, the whole country, is so many people are playing and vacationing and screwing around and living that best life and doing this and doing that, and nobody's chopping wood, hauling water. So I think that I think that when that energy happens, people have free will, right? That's when I choose to be like, okay, what do I can do? What am I going to do to extra adult right now? While other people are just going to succumb to the energy to just, do more of the same, which is not much. I mean, come by comparable standards of like what it takes to freaking maintain a society. Most people don't contribute to that. I mean, nothing on a computer that anybody does compares to anything a laboring human being does. So, you're not gonna. Are they gonna have computers that are gonna go out in the fields that know how to pick the ripe tomato? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. But I'm just so tired of living in a freaking fake world. I'll just keep looking for the real stuff. It's about all I got.